Okay, everything looking good? Yeah, looks like everything's working. So, welcome to another Pokemon card opening video. And yeah, we've got another Prismatic Evolutions bundle. My roommates saw this at our local game shop and knowing my bad luck with this, decided to get me for this get this for me once again in the hopes that I would finally manage to pull something good out of it. Now, as I'm sure you guys have realized by this point, getting any sort of full art is like such low rates. I mean, I barely managed to pull one freaking EX in this entire set. And my luck with the Master Ball pulls has not been much better. But my roommate wants to see me succeed, so let's go ahead and test our luck. Okay, first quickly sort our booster packs. Oops. Okay, so we got 2 Kanto Trio, 2 of Eevee and Sylveon, and then 1 each of the Glaceon Leafeon and Umbreon Espeon packs. Now, starting off with Prismatic Evolutions. Like I really need to say that. Also, yeah, I'm going back to doing the captions using the auto caption thing in my editing software, mostly because I cannot hear myself talk when I've recorded everything and I'm editing. And if it's that bad for me, how hard is it for you guys? And that's even without having the background music. So, unfortunately, yeah, I kind of gave up on trying to find another way to do it. Which also means you're going to be seeing the tag for AI generated. Because while that's the only thing I'm using AI on, as much as possible, it still counts apparently. Or at least I feel like it counts based on the guidelines YouTube's policy thing gives. Let's see. Got Hippowdon, areas in 0 underdefs, Pyroar. Let's put it down a little bit. Camera is showing differently from the software. Matisse, got Larvitar, and our rare is Hollow Fluttermane. Like I said, it's supposed to be good in a Gardevoir deck, so definitely something to consider, although I could also just go for a ghost type deck. Again, I'm thinking of a lot of different options. I'm going to try and just go through this quickly in all honesty because, like I said, the chances of getting an illustration rare or even a full art are so slim. And I'd rather just not put you guys through all that. At least the one thing I've managed to get this time is that. The lighting for the camera here, as well as the audio. Although it turns out, since I have my laptop further away from me, and that's the mic we're using at the moment, I need to speak a lot louder just so you can hear me. Okay, got Bronzong. Professor Turo Scenario. Just had to double check if that was just a regular old reverse. Hoot. And our rare is a Dusknoir Hollow. Curse Blast is definitely an interesting one. Once during your turn, you may put 13 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you use this ability, this Pokemon is knocked out. So basically, it's a one and done sort of thing. And definitely what we call a Hail Mary play. Although considering what I was about to say with that, well, that one would have been a perfect phrase too, considering. Okay, now for our Eevee Sylveon packs. Hopefully you guys are getting the code cards and not a bunch of bots. Should be filming this just after the July 4th week. Which I'm already like, or posting this after July 4th. I'm already not looking forward to that because that means a lot of fireworks. It means very stressed out Doggo. Yeah, Doggo does not like the fireworks. They are too loud and too scary. Don't blame him. The way some of our neighbors here are, it goes on for way too long. Got Umbreon, Dusknoir, and the rare here. Okay, it is just a Hollow Roaring Moon. I thought it was something else, honestly. Okay, now we've got Prismatic Evolutions again. Hey. Normally, at this point, I would have gotten at least a couple of Pokeball cards. But I haven't seen any yet. So I'll probably go back through those again and I see something. So much for that card. Sorry, guys. I noticed something towards the back, so we might finally have a poll. Okay, so epic music, please. Or at least dramatic. We've got Basic Fire Energy, Houndour, Applin, Goldeen, Hoot Hoot, Techno Radar, Carmine, Great Tusk, and there we go, the Ace Pack card, Maximum Belt. Let's see, attacks used by the Pokemon this card is attached to do 50 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX before applying weakness and resistance. You can attach any number of Pokemon tools to your Pokemon during your turn, but you may only attach one tool to each Pokemon and it stays attached. And of course you can't have more than one Ace Pack card in your deck, so you gotta be very careful with what you pick. Behind that, we have Finding Mochi, and then Hollow Iron Boulder. Maybe that replaces one of the Pokeballs. And of course, I forgot to grab the sleeves again. I'm mostly just trying to decide if I should put this into my deck or not. Any of my decks, honestly. This would probably be helpful. And so far, it's the one good pull I've managed. So I'm happy there. But I don't think I've even managed to pull Ace Pack cards in this yet. With that, I'll put it to the side. But seriously, how many packs has that been now? Let's see. I think that was 4 packs of Prismatic Evolution, or 4 booster bundles of Prismatic Evolution from the booster bundles. Okay, so 24, and there were 6 from the accessory bundle. And I just saw another thing here. Though I'm not sure I like where this is going. Let's see. More dramatic music. Psychic Energy. Baneri. Pinsir. Larvitar. Black Belt's Training. Seaking. Kieran. Executor. I thought so. We've got a Pokeball Badoo. Just a normal Pokeball this time, though. Not freaking Master Ball. Behind that, we have Larry's Skill and our rare It's Hollow Espeon. Again, maybe another thing I'll add to Gardevoir if I remember to update that. So yeah, we got a Pokeball pull this time, and it is Badoo. Maybe I managed to put it all to the back. Now, I've definitely seen this being used because of the itchy pollen. Because, you have to admit, not being able to play item cards is definitely going to wreck the opponent's strategy. But none of my decks are grass types. Well, the closest I can think of is my Houndoom deck, but that's only because it evolves into a dark type. And for now, let's put that to the side. Hopefully we got the price during that time, and we're on the last pack. Sheesh. Well, at least this one's been better than previously, but I am still not sure if I want to keep opening this set again. Gotta work on the camera. And maybe a background for when I film. Because looking at the blinds and some dusty old crayons is probably not that interesting. Okay. Oh, well, we already got a Hollow Fighting Energy. Then we have Litleo, Dracloak, Duraludon, Pupitar, Briar, Slowking, Finding Mochi, and then we have a Pokeball Janine's Secret Art. Okay, we didn't get a Master Ball this time, it looks like. Then we got Goldeen, and our final rare. 1, 2, 3, and it is a Hollow Umbreon, which is actually worth a little bit. Like, I think maybe $2. I'll put a price up in this case, but I can definitely use this to update my deck a little bit. Because having an alternate version of this Pokemon is going to be nice. Or at least give me a few options, but I'll be double checking before I put it in. So yeah, for our last Pokeball pull. And from what I guess I can see is the Master Ball pull is not a guarantee. At least not if you have an Ace Spec card in. But at least it makes a nice change of pace. And of course, the trainer cards only have a Pokeball variant. They don't get the Master Ball. Okay, sorry, trying to show off the Pokeball. But sometimes my lighting is not the greatest. Or at least the angle I choose. But it makes a nice effect on this card. And I'll go ahead and give us a recap. Okay, now again, this is just an estimate because the price keeps fluctuating worse than the stock market these days. And yeah, I need to come up with a better joke here. So we've got our Hollow Fighting Energy, our Hollow Umbreon, along with Espeon. We got both of them from that hack card. Iron Boulder, of course. Roaring Moon, Dusknoir, Fluttermane, and then our Pokeball Hollows, Badoo, and Janine's Secret Art. And then the pull of the box, Maximum Belt, a Spec card. Again, I didn't think I'd actually get anything, so we've at least managed to pull something out of those 30-something packs. And I'm guessing that's basically the pull rate at the moment for this set. You get like one Ace Spec card every, I want to say 34 packs, because the last thing I opened had 4. But that's just an estimate. If you like this video though, make sure to leave a like. And if you do actually want to see me open more of this set, tell me that too in the comments. You can also suggest anything else in the comments too that you'd like to see. Like I said, I'm trying to think of other ideas since cards are still getting expensive while the returns are minimal if you're using this as an investment, which I do not recommend. Anyway, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!